Programmes for Tuesday evening on BBC1 at 7:30 at EastEnders. Angie's adjusting to her new surroundings.
Why don't you go and have a bath, eh? Get yourself dressed.
I just want him dead, Kath.
At 8 o'clock, Early Wise introduces some of the Morecambe and Wise classics.
And what do you think you're doing? Not a lot.
A change to the published programme at 9:30 finds Mr. and Mrs. Edgehill taking up residence on an island.
Oh, it's very promising, Eustace. It's a very promising situation.
They can't expect me to be British president in a place like this.
Then at 10:55, Barry Norman.
In Films of the Year, I'll be looking back at 1986's outstanding releases and choosing my 10 favourite pictures. I'll also be picking out those awful turkeys and reflecting on the year's news.
Also 10 minutes earlier than originally planned, at 11:35, Forbidden Planet.
Hey, what's this dust coming?
It looks like we're being met.
Bosun. Aye, sir.
Hold the tractor. The driver must be a madman. What driver?
Programmes for Tuesday evening on BBC1.
And later this evening, Barry Norman introduces the famous Western story of Wyatt Earp, who accepts the job as Marshal of Tombstone to bring to justice the murderer of his younger brother. Starring Henry Fonda and Victor Mature, that's My Darling Clementine, our movie classic at 11:45. Before that, we recall some of the events and images of 1986 as Peter Snow introduces a Newsnight special Review of the Year.
Moscow, 1986. After half a century, Vladimir Horowitz, America's grand old man of the piano, was back in his native Russia. His encore, Schumann's Dreaming. It was spring, and the world was dreaming that the new warmth between the superpowers that had made his homecoming possible might lead to a global reconciliation. But as the year unfolded, that dream slipped away, and other dreams were shattered.
Main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
Now control. Roger, roll, Challenger. Good roll program confirmed. Challenger now heading downrange. Engines at 65%, 3 engines running normally, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good APUs. Engines throttling up, 3 engines now at 104%.
Challenger, go at throttle up.
Challenger, go at throttle up. Flight controllers here looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction. We have a report from the flight dynamics officer that the vehicle has exploded. Flight director confirms that. We are looking at checking with the recovery forces to see what can be done at this point.
I know it's hard to understand, but sometimes painful things like this happen. It's all part of the process of exploration and discovery. It's all part of taking a chance and expanding man's horizons. The future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted. It belongs to the brave.
Krista McAuliffe, teacher, astronaut, American hero. Something wonderful glowed deep within her. A dreamer whose passion was to reach for the stars. Her imagination knew no boundaries. Please help keep Krista's dream alive.
The death in an instant of a young school teacher and 6 other astronauts plunged America into the kind of grief and shock it hadn't known since the death of President Kennedy. And even as they hoisted the wreckage of the spacecraft from the sea, the searching questions began. Did America ask too much of its technology? Should the launch have been postponed?
I really did all I could to stop the launch. There was never one positive pro-launch statement ever made by anybody.